Let's go, let's go. I'm blowing on that victory stove. The Miami Dolphins find a way to win a fucking ugly one against the Pittsburgh Steelers, 16-10. And man, I mean, this game was a roller coaster. First, I'm just gonna address like the roller coaster of emotions before going in and giving my analysis on the game. First things first was obviously what everyone was waiting for was Tua Tagovailoa to return to the field because that's the leader of the team. It was the only thing that was really talked about leading up to this game. No one really gave a fuck about the defense or how hurt the defense was. No one wanted to hear that shit. People wanted to hear a Tua fucking Tagovailoa is coming back, and on the first drive of the game, the drive where the Dolphins have stunk the most this year, they go down and fucking just give the best drive I've seen them have this year, to be honest. And then following that, they get a 3-and-out, get the ball back, and almost get another touchdown, but it falls short. They kick another field goal, get an interception, and then the same thing happens again. A drop pass, a misplay by Tua here and there, and what should be 17-0 or 21-0 is now 13-0. From there, the game really slowed down. Pickett had that one really nice drive. The Dolphins were really on their heels, man. A lot of this game on defense, it was ugly, but we'll get back on the defensive side of things. So, Dolphins shut them down for the most part in the first half, but the Steelers really in that second quarter, they looked all right. Dolphins find a way to get another field goal. Fucking, it ends up being 16-10 because the Dolphins got a field goal at the end of the half after another close interception from Tua when he was going deep for Hill. He had about 4 of those tonight. That needs to be cleaned up. Say what you want about him sliding or not. I don't give a fuck. All right. If it's third down and the first down marker is close, you fucking do it if you can. I'm mad. If he would have got it, I'd have loved it. We'd all have loved it. So that's how I feel about that. Other than that, we get to the second half and neither offense can move. My issue being, well, I'll circle back around to the second half. We all know how this game ends. Noah Igbenogany. I think that's how you say it. The Dolphins bum. I called him a bum. We all called him a bum. We said he stinks. He fucking toe tags one in the end zone when the Dolphins were about to lose. He makes a play, and the Miami Dolphins steal one on Sunday Night Football. Man, if anything, I'm so happy for Igbenogany. I'm so happy for that dude. He's been through so much shit, man. So much shit. Let me ash this fucking stove real quick. He has been through so much shit with fans calling him a bum and a bust, and you know what? That had to mean a lot to him, man. I seen him smiling hard at the end of the game. I love to see that. And plus, I mean, with Byron Jones seemingly never coming back, we need him. Brandon Jones looks like he's out for the year. We need Igbenogany. Xavier Howard had played out of his mind today as well. They didn't even try him. They didn't even try Xavier Howard. And really, that's how it went. The Dolphins defense steals one. Also, Javon Holland got a big pick, overshadowed by the Igbo pick, but Javon Holland, big pick. And also Bethel, who none of us really gave a fuck about going into this game. Excuse me. None of us really gave a fuck about going into this game. Got a pick early in the game. So, on the offensive side of things, that's the elephant in the room. What went wrong? Now, Tua did throw for like 260, and he looked really sharp for most of that first half. That second half, he really didn't look sharp at all. That first half, he looked sharp, especially that first drive. Um, I think what happened here is a combination of things, and I'll point to the main one being that it felt like McDaniel was outsmarting himself a little bit. Um, Running it on 3rd and short and 4th and short on a drive that should have also ended in 6. I mean, the Dolphins should have left this game with 30-something points, to be honest. That's what it should have been. Regardless of Tua's performance, which was all right. It was really good in that first half, like I said. But in that second half, some questionable throws, and I got to think, is the rain an issue? I don't know. I'm not going to blame the rain. Fuck that. I don't want to hear it. He's a professional quarterback. But he should be able to learn from it. It's better to learn from a win than it is to learn from a loss, you know? And I'm sure he knows there's some of those passes he should have had back. Look, the Steelers' defense is no bullshit. All right? They're no bullshit. And the Dolphins really felt like they were pulling punches in that second half. It felt like they had them in the corner a little bit and then just wouldn't tee off, you know? And McDaniels, man, I get that you want to stay committed to the run, but it was getting to that point, or late third quarter, early fourth, where I'm like, you got to just start throwing the football. And they got lucky. They did. McDaniels got lucky because he's an offensive coach. He had nothing to do with the defense winning this football game. I mean, I'm not going to say nothing, but, you know, he's an offensive coach. He's calling the offensive plays. And it felt like they were depending on the Steelers not scoring a single point in that second half. It felt like they were sitting there like, well, let's just play the field position. And you could do that to an extent, but at some point, you got to score. You got to score in the NFL. And it felt like they really pulled a lot of punches. They would run for 5 yards on first down and then go right back to the run again when it's obvious you're going to run, and it ends up being a waste of a down. Now it's 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. And then on these third down plays, they're throwing short passes to Gesicki before at the line of scrimmage. Gesicki isn't a tackle breaker. I don't understand why that would even be something that they do. That play made no sense. And it clearly wasn't a late read. It was just a snap and quick pass to Gesicki. But let me go back a little bit and say, listen, Mike McDaniel, he went to Yale. He's not a dumb fuck. He's going to look at that game and learn from it. He's going to see that some punches were pulled, and maybe it's because of the rain. Maybe you're just really confident in Noah Igbenogany making a last-minute fucking interception to save your season. Yeah, save the fucking season. Think of that, Dolphins fans. Noah Igbenogany just saved the fucking season. And he did too, man, because you fall to 3 and 4 and you lose. Oh, imagine this fan base if the Dolphins dropped that one 17-16. I wouldn't be on here even making a video. And I didn't come on last week because I was sick. And I just wasn't going to. And the Dolphins just sickened me. I didn't even want to talk about it. It's a lot easier to talk about when they win the football game. And, you know what? The defense faced a lot of adversity, and it's been like this since 2020, man. The defense buckles down no matter what's going on, finds a way to get it done, and the offense just kind of hangs in there. They don't really win the game for you. They don't lose the game for you. Lucky for the Dolphins tonight, it worked out, and they got a win, but you got to think that Mike McDaniel is going to look at that and file it away and think, okay, this is 2 weeks in a row now where we've scored 16 points and put up enough yards to score well over 20. We got to finish these drives. especially when our quarterback's in there, especially when Tua Tagovailoa is in there, because he's an accurate quarterback. He had some webs to dust off tonight, and I hope it's just webs. All right, but he looked decent. I feel like the play calling made him look a lot worse than he was tonight. But Dolphins get it done. I mean, that's the most important thing. Listen, hardcore Dolphins fans, we like to roam around the internet and look at what other Dolphins fans are saying. And Dolphins fans are typically very jittery and very panicky. Look, nothing to panic about. Dolphins got the win. I trust McDaniels. He went to Yale. He's a smart coach. Tua seems confident. I don't think Tyreek or Waddle lost any confidence. They both had all right games. I think Tua missed a couple. I think McDaniel had some bad play calls. But at the end of the day, these mistakes are in a win. They're in a win, and they're in a win against the Steelers, who are not a team you just roll over. You know? The Bills rolled over them, but that's the Buffalo Bills. All right? With Josh Allen healthy all year. That's it. Dolphins get the win. Noah Igbenogany, on behalf of the Miami Dolphin community of fans, I would like to offer you an apology, a sincere apology, because these last two games, you've been playing amazing. Nothing short of amazing. You held your own against the Vikings, and you held your own again tonight. And God damn it, I mean, good for him. Good for him, because what the fuck can we say if he keeps playing well? Nothing. A lot of Dolphins fans, including myself, were shut the fuck up tonight by Mr. Igbenogany. And if that trend continues, it's nothing but positive vibes for Dolphins fans. I'll be back in a couple days for the Detroit preview, and I'll possibly go to that game. We'll see what fucking happens. We'll see if I feel like taking a trip out to Detroit.